And we could play a scrapper, too. Then we have two different mechs, but still. Maybe I don't need a Radio Star. Feels awkward to abandon both of the things that I got the mummies onto. You know what? I just gotta ditch the mummies. But I also have to ditch something else because I want to put in the Mistake, I believe. I think I'm just not playing the Mistake this turn. Just fine. Harvest Golem, yeah. The Rat Pack will grow and then summon more things. This is really interesting. Haven't played with a lot of these cards previously. Molten Rock, that's just Econ. This isn't enough. Oh, yeah, that's fine for me, actually. I lose one of my ghouls, but we're still going to have a bunch of rats. Which is going to give me a bunch of scrap. From a bunch of rats, there's a bunch of scrap. From a bunch of scrap, there's a... felt like I was doing something Seussian. Not too shabby, though, here. Wow! Wow, and I just tripled an Annoyo module. Is that what digging for a golden minion is? So I can throw a golden Annoyo module on a Mistake or on something else.
Keep up the pressure.
I can also level here, and then I get to discover a tier 6 off of the Annoyo module and just throw it on the Mistake. I don't hate that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to put it on... I could put it on the Harvest Golem, too. Maybe that's just better. I don't want to put it on the Scrapper. Yeah, I'll put it on the Harvest Golem, sure. Tier 6 Discovery is Mecha Jiraxis or Fleet Admiral. Fleet Admiral is kind of huge. Mecha Jiraxis means that I regret not pumping up the Mistake. Let's do this. 3 digs. Mistake. I didn't get the Fleet Admiral in. I'll lock a pair of pirates, though.
You can still make a comeback.
Okay, I think we're gonna meet our scrappy match here. So this is gonna pump up the Mistake a few times, and importantly pumps up the Rat Pack as well. And then we get a bunch of rats. They have a Divine Shield. The rats seem like they're kind of good. We did something here. I don't know if this was, like, insane, but we almost got a tie against the last place player in the lobby alongside us here. So I don't know. 2 digs left. And we'll find out what the heck that means.
Makes you stronger.
Want a peanut, Nanners?
This is good just because it's a pirate and not a pirate. I think we might have to get out of the scrapping soon, which is awkward. Let's buy these pirates.
That's what I would have picked.
Roll, dig, and then see where we're at. We can also buy a shell. See what pirate we get here. Okay. It's gonna let me get another free pirate this turn.
Good thing. The odds are in my favor.
Banana Slammer pair?
like where you're going with this. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
A melody of
Next turn I get to dig,
Don't tell the
and then I'm going to figure out what the heck that means. So that's the plan for now. I probably should have moved the mistake later on. Here it's awkwardly lined up against the boom bot. It's kind of okay though. Mistake is still big enough that it's surviving. Yeah, this is working out okay enough. Cool. That's a win up against the second place player in the lobby. I've got a pair of banana slammers. And this turn I could level and then hit the buried treasure button. I just don't know what it means. Let's do it.
Now we're in business.
That's terrible. The hell is this? Okay.
Protocol 7 engaged.
What is this tripling with? My amalgams? Sure. Divine Shield's actually pretty good.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
That's what I was looking for. Direction.
Peanut, anyone?
Gold in my teeth, gold in my hat.
Target practice.
That one might make all the difference.
are in my favor.
Mayday! Target practice.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Target practice. Party's here.
Okay. Oh. Sure. I'll grab Vanessa. Probably could have grabbed her already,
Have a good battle, friend.
but I just have the Thorn Captain in here. I think I got significantly stronger this turn, and most importantly, I've got direction. Gonna be selling out of Harvest Golem soon. The double Fleet Admiral, I think, is really good. I can just continue to dig for buried treasure with my extra gold that I have each turn, and the mistake has allowed me to transition while keeping a lot of the power that I had from my previous combos, which is kind of the goal of Mistake. So that was a pretty sweaty turn, but now I think we get to start really having some fun. Now I think we get to really
Dead.
start having some fun.
Crosses the uncrowned. No one crosses the uncrowned.
Don't need to give taunt to the Mistake. I would have liked to have kept the Rip Snarl Captain. It was just too hard to do so. Yeah, I need space to sell through other things as well here. Yeah, I want to put this in before the end of the turn.
Gold in my teeth, gold in my hat.
The odds are in my favor.
Oh, a golden delight.
Okay, here's some pirates.
Target practice.
I want to play this too, but seems hard just
I love
yet.
sketching some ways.
A good tactical choice.
No, you know what? I'm playing this.
A melody of love.
And I think I'm going to put it here and then dig. I don't think I'm going to care about these unless I can triple one of these two things next turn.
You're doing great out
I
there.
like the Impressionist, but it's like a long way to go for it. So I'm not going to stress about it. Pretty good combat RNG here. I think we beat these hands. This thing could get a little bit awkward, but they'll trade into the microbots nicely, I think. Oh wow, we actually do lose to a helping hand, so I take, what is this, 5? 6? Okay, can't let that happen again. But I think we're going to start to just really scale out here soon. This is tempting. But I think not until we've tripled some other things. Forgot that we are just going to get random triples. Okay, here's Celemental. That's
Not the
good.
strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Maybe should have kept this Elemental token. We're going to make another mistake triple. There we go. That's a good one.
No one crosses the uncrowned.
Fleet Captain? We can boogie here.
The odds are in my favor.
So anyway, I started blasting.
I like where you're going with this.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Come at me.
I'm going to spend as much gold as I can right here. Grabbing a Blade Collector's really good too. Shoot.
I love catching some waves. Gold in my teeth, gold in my hat.
So hard to just cycle through cards in this dang game.
Love catching some waves. Ray me.
Nah, you didn't make the cut.
Okay, Blade Collector's still kind of small.
Have a good battle, friend.
Might get rid of Peggy here. But it's still so good. Looks like it's a pirate off here. They've got Record Smuggler. They kind of brick my Vanessa, but we've still got a lot of power. I think we might win this. Still. Underhanded Dealer's annoying. Just gonna trade with my captain, but then I think we grab the win. Nice, okay. Cool, cool. Another player playing pirates has potentially been making this secretly trickier than I realized, but I think I'm gonna sell through Peggy this turn and stick with the golden gunpowder
Your minions
girl.
really pulled their weight.
Yeah.
The odds are in my favor.
I'll grab this to finish off on. There's probably better ways to say that. Come on, you.
Ray me.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Because we can put this on the amalgam, so I like that.
Target tracking.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
I would like to give it Wind Fury.
Gold in my teeth, gold in my hat.
The odds are in my favor.
Destroy.
I'll give it Taunt, though.
Golden delight.
Target tracking.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Alright, let's see if we can get Wind Fury this time.
Army you're building, friend.
There we go.
Corner party's here.
Oh, a golden delight.
A melody.
Anyway, I started blasting. Leroy Jenkins.
Okay.
Of the momentum, friend.
Is this enough? Seems like it could be. Gonna have this. Oh, it actually survives there. And then we just get a little microbot, and Blade Collector should be able to pop this bubble. Not quite, but it gets a nice little trade there. Oh, and then Leroy can. Never mind. But still, now we pop the bubble, and now we kill it. And we get a kill. Okay, okay. Whew. That was scary, because you never know how many microbots they can actually make. So, they can always somehow find a win there. Probably going to cycle through Leroy here, unless I can find another fleet captain ASAP.
You're good at this.
Do I find a golden minion here? No, 2 digs left. I'm just going to cycle through Leroy.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Need a drink?
Triple this. Gives me a lot more room for
That's a great
activities.
play. I can't wait to see this shake out.
Nah, you didn't make the cut.
Gold in my teeth, gold in my hat. Gold in my teeth, gold in my hat.
Target practice.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. It's good to get some minions in play.
Leroy is
I
great.
didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
A melody of
I'm
love.
going to give one of the Blade Collectors some more stats. I'm going to throw the Amalgam over here. I'm going to give both of the Blade Collectors some more stats. And one more Pirate? No.
Leroy Jenkins.
Okay. Now I'm looking to
I think you
triple
can
the
win this thing.
Blade Collector, I think, because then it'll get all of the stats combined. Whew, it's getting a little bit spooky. I guess I no longer have the Wind Fury, but I was playing around different things like Blade Collector and protecting them by moving my taunts as far away from them as possible. That was the theory, at least. A little spooky ultimately here. We are going to be able to clear this with Leroy, and then I'll just have to work on the Deflectobot and the Scrapper. What's up, Jennifer? Mystery? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. But this could be it for me. So I might not be doing good for that much longer. Let's see, 3. Are they level 6? They are level 6. So I take 10. I don't know what you mean by advertise yourself here. It's probably not in great form, but whatever you want to do. Plus 43. Does get me up to a pretty nice spot there. That was a 3rd place finish. I think I'll play one more. Yeah, I'll play one more game here. Okay, great. Oh, kind of got cut off, but... There you go. Hager seems fine. Hager would have been really good on the last game. Galencrond is a little bit more open-ended, and we did get a win with Galencrond, and have never won with Hager, but that's another reason to play Hager, right? Play him because we've never won with him? Yeah, let's play Hager. Seems fun. Seems fun. I don't know if Hager would have helped us at all on that last one, but it's cool. It's cool if we can make it work. One of the more fun comps in the game. It's overwhelming. I'm not really looking. I appreciate the grind, but I'm not really looking to buy anything to spruce up the stream, really. Oh, interesting. Okay, maybe sometimes I get a little bit distracted by Hager, because I don't actually think it does anything until you're like super comboing out, right? Next turn we'll have 4 gold, which doesn't really do anything. I'm not really interested, Jennifer. I get enough people like that all interested in the same thing. I'm actually thinking, because it's such a new trend, that it's probably just like AI artwork as well that people are trying to dish out. I'm just being honest with you. You can do whatever you want, but I'm not gonna really have any interest, regardless, in the nicest way possible. I'm sure your art or the AI art that you like, how quickly you typed that you understand there are many scams, that's like a copy paste, clearly. So like already there's a little bit of this that is like disingenuous, right? I don't think it's a scam either in the typical sense. I do believe that you probably provide a service. It's just not a service that I'm in the market for. And it's
good to get some minions in play.
Yeah, just not something that I'm really interested in at the moment. But at the same time, like, I'm not interested, but also there's something about it that just makes me curious. Because I think you're the 3rd or 4th person with such similar things that have approached me in the past 2 weeks or so.
Keep up the momentum.
And I appreciate the hustle. I don't care. You can do whatever you want, but I'm not buying. Not in the market to buy graphic designs. I want to support artists. If you are an artist, maybe you're an AI artist, which, you know, whatever. It's fine, but even if it was the best thing I've ever seen, I wouldn't care that much more. But again, I appreciate the grind. See you later. Or, if not AI, I think there might be templates. I don't know. There's a lot of y'all popping out of the woodwork recently. Alright, but I'm going to concentrate on the gameplay. This really doesn't have anything to do with what I'm doing right now, which is kind of why it's a wee bit annoying. I'll just take this and this.
I'll do what I can.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
We're strong. We're strong. You gotta realize, though, your time's gotta be spent better elsewhere than somebody that's
Nice work out there. Keep
just
up
giving
the
you
pressure.
nose at this point. So what do we want to do? We want to get to level 5 and start doing pirate stuff as soon as possible. Kind of regret not having a Blazing Skyfin a little bit. But I think this turn I might just grab a mistake because it's the best thing for a Flautist to hit and then just roll with the extra gold. Play this for free. I think I actually do like this here, because it's not just a gold, it's an extra 3/3 for me. Oh, and it's actually a 3/4, because it hits there. Sure. We'll get the mistake in after next turn. Feel like my hero power has not done anything yet.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
But it hasn't done... But it's fine. We're doing something. Oh, and we hit him for 3 more damages. Maybe I didn't need it, but I'll take it for a nice little thwomp. Nice little thwack.
You're good at this.
Alright, a second Flautist and they sync up is kind of cool. We might take Patient Scout all the way this game. Might sell off the Honcho to play the Mistake. I kind of would want some additional power here. Yeah, maybe I go for some more pirates. Oh, and I can actually use my hero power here too, right? Because... I'll buy this one first. Am I about to just cycle through this mistake to buy a Scallywag? Maybe I cycle through the Patient Scout. Alright, sure. Scallywag's just so good with double Rip Snarl that I felt like I wanted to take it.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
I get to double Flautist something next turn, but it's still a little bit awkward. Double Rip Snarl is quite good though here. That lets me get the whacking. A lot of just fart noises in this game.
You're good at this.
So we could Scour Fin onto the Mistake and double Flautist onto the Mistake. Will give me quite a large minion. At this point I'm selling through Thorn Captain, and I'm getting rid of the Green Thumb just because I no longer want it.
Can't stop a good weed.
then I just have 2 rolls with which I'm not really doing anything. Baskill. It's really interesting when I already have the Scour Fin. I think it's worth considering. I mean, I do want to play Pirates, though, because I'm Hogger. It's going to buy me a lot of tempo, though, if I can play the Mistake while growing it. Yeah, I like the tempo of it all. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Okay. To play with this, I'll pick up Baskill next turn, and then if I find a Bream counter,
You're way ahead.
I'll buy that as well. And if not, then... oh well. That ordering might have been off. I maybe could have just assumed it was going to die regardless, but... it's fine if we take... I mean, it is a little bit of damage. It's 8 damage, just for having one of their minions survive, but I guess that's what Annihilin Battlemaster does. Alright, so let's grab the Baskill.
Tough battle. Pick yourself back up.
Baskill or base skill? I guess that's why it's in here, just to confuse people. Alright, and then I suppose we will triple the Baskill. I'll look for a level 5 pirate. There's more pirates on 5 than there are on 6 anyways. Oh true, we actually have to cycle through whatever we get here. Trigger friendly minions battle cry. I don't have that. Magma Lock. It's a Murloc. I didn't even play that many things this turn. I think I'll just take Disco Shuffler.
Looks like you can get a triple.
Okay. Can I... it's fine if we're still going to summon a big mistake here. Oh, that's why all of this is awkward. Yeah, I want the Scour Fin and then the Baskill, and I want that all to be before the Rip Snarls die. Oh, lock, lock, lock.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Next turn I've got Flautist coming as well. So this is quite interesting. Okay, Baskill gets to trade. That's really good. That means I'll get much more value out of these things. The Disco Shuffler did get the +5/+5. But the mistake is large. Is it going to be large enough, though? I don't think so. So I take a little bit more damage here again. Okay, but I still have a lot of health. I'm at 30. And now I kind of just have, like, 2 ways that I can profit here. I don't want to sell the Flautist through this turn.
Doesn't destroy you, makes you stronger.
But I want to level before I grab the Captain. So I have to get rid of this.
Up a goal.
I've got to discover a Battlecry minion. We're just going to give something Taunt. I believe that that's totally acceptable. And then I'm going to level and buy Rip Snarl. So now I could find Coral, or I could find a good pirate. Alright, and I find Coral. So I'm going to be playing Murlocs.
Practice makes
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
This is just such a good setup for Murlocs that we've got to run it. And I think the Flautist will trigger before Coral does, and then throw the Baskill right here. Okay. And now I just have to find some bream counters. I just grab every bream counter and scour
I
fins.
think you
And
can win this thing.
at some point I'll just play the mistake. Actually, I can just hold the mistake in my hand for the rest of the game as well. Bream counter will eventually outscale it. And if it doesn't, that's also fine. Are we big enough to win this one? I feel like this one's going to be tight, but is still a win. And then future ones should all be wins. Okay, yeah, tight but a win. Very, very tight. Toy. We even have one additional hand summon still because we've already tripled the bass skill.
You're good at this.
We'll cycle through this in a moment, but I'm going to look for Baskill first. Demons, demons, Murlocs. Is this Millhouse? Yeah. Oh, there are a few other Murlockers. So let's grab Murazand.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
And I'm going to sell through Tad to grab another Tad. Demons. Yeah, we're going to summon Mistake and Murazand here. Holding extra things in hand just means we have a bigger coral, so I don't care about this either way. Though next turn gets a little bit awkward because the Flautist triggers will go on Murazand potentially, but I'll cycle through Tad at the very least. And the Blazing Skyfin. Yeah, I mean, we were just trying to give ourselves more hits on tier 6. We could find the fleet or we could find coral and pivot into either of them. And either way, we actually get to use the mistake, so that's kind of fun as well. It's a big mistake, and it's... Oh, I guess the Scour Fins can hit the mistake here. I should have at least played Tad to decrease the chances of it just hitting Tad. Yeah. Okay. Swing and a miss. That means I'm going to summon Blazing Skyfin and Mistake. Will still be a win. So that part's nice, but it just means we lost future stats, kind of. Hopefully I'm playing against one of these two Murlockers, and hopefully I can find a Bream counter as well. Those are the two big hopes. I've got high hopes here. We are up against a Murlocker. This is free.
Better hire a recruit while you can. I didn't like that one either.
I think it's early enough I should grab Upbeat Duo. Yeah.
It's not the strongest, but it'll
This only
fight
costs
hard.
2 because it's a pirate. I don't really know the point of tripling it, but why not? Okay, I do know the point of tripling this. We could find another coral. Nadina gives this Divine Shield. I'm just going to play the Boogie Monster. Cycle through the Skyfin, pick up a Tidewalker.
Note pairs and formal music. So delicious.
Sure.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
I wanted at least one of the Flautist triggers to try to hit the mistake, and then 50-50 the Scour Fin. And my opponent here does have Baskill and Scour Fin that we can steal, and a Bream counter. So they don't have the Coral. But still a very, very good chance that this Murazan works out well for me. I think I'm going to cycle out of the Flautist this turn since they just triggered. And we're also entering these Murlocs back into the pool, which is nice. We just have to find them all before Millhouse does, again. I'm also somewhat tempted to hang on to Murazan until we can find Brand, because it's just so likely that we hit really good things off of that. We'll get to grab a free Coral end of turn. That's cool. What is this? Sure. Let's hit here first. I'd rather Murazand again.
I have witnessed the true end time. Let's keep it rolling.
Bream counter. Not quite. Still not quite.
The odds are in my favor.
Sure. Important thing here is we get another Coral.
Let's see if you can stay
The
on
Coral
top.
can now get the Scourfin hits and will be what we summon in, though it won't get the bonus stats. This guy's got 2 Bream counters, so if we can rebuy through the Murazan, that's really big. Might not be possible. This is a kill here as well, so despite never finding a Bream counter, we're doing okay. The Honcho got the mistake, so I'll probably throw that in. Actually, I'll just keep the Honcho in my hand at this point. Any misses just become part of my hand from here on out. Oh, and I guess we're in the finals? Okay. I don't really need this second Baskill. Oh, but I also don't need Upbeat Duo. Bran is so good if I can find Murazan or the other card that lets me trigger a Battle Cry again. It's like really that is all I'm looking for, though. I'll roll down for it here. Okay, and actually, I missed, but I forgot about this. So, I have to sell... I might sell out of my second Baskill to just play the Belcher.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
And then Murazand, and then I get to buy all of the Venomous.
That's what I would have picked.
I play Coral, I play Belcher, and I play Tidewalker. So Belcher's like reasonably likely to land onto Baskill, not Scourfin, that's gonna die. These get to both get up to about 100. Hopefully this is good enough. They're playing Demons. I think this could win it.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Definitely possible. Okay, we've got to reorder some things potentially. Oh, I guess these have 100 health, but not 100 attack. Yeah, okay. So my ordering is terrible, but will this still be enough? It's possible. Unlikely, though. Okay. But with some slight reordering. And I think we've got time.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Should I level? Try to find the third coral?
Now we're in business.
I don't think that's good.
Go ahead and hire one of
The
these.
corals actually almost could use the Belcher, to be honest, because they're not that strong. We only need one character to survive ever in either this fight or maybe even just in the next fight. We have so much poisonous. Yeah, I mean, we could maybe just move this into like a scam board and try to find Leroy's too. Cut the corals for Leroy's. Cut the mistake in my hand for Leroy's. Just play all the Leroy's. Pretty good Murloc's game for 1, playing Hogger, 2, never finding Bream counter. Seems good to me. We're going to take out both of the massive taunters here. And then what do they have, actually? Not too much. That's a win, right? Yeah, that's a win. Okay, cool. Nice. Getting it done with Murlocs. Almost up to now 7K with this win. That is really, really close. I think I'll be at like 69-40 after this one. So, not too shabby. My first Hogger top 4 by the looks of it. No, 69-77. First Hogger top 4, first Hogger win. We had a few firsts today. I'm going to clear out my achievements and then we will wrap up the stream. But pretty great game. If you're watching this on YouTube, I think I'll end it here. I'll navigate over into this menu as I'm doing so. But thank you. You know what? I'll keep it in the YouTube video too, just so you can see everything that we did in one stream. Come catch me live if you are just watching here on YouTube. And if you are watching this currently live, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can watch all of my past game highlights on YouTube. So some of these were just whatever, but my first as Galenkron happened, my first top 4 and first win as Captain Hogger, and then my first game, first time I had ever seen any Storm Coil, which also resulted in my first top 4 and first win with that character. So, a lot of sweet stuff happened today. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace.